All right, Shalom. First and foremost, as always, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Hashem, Rachak Kodash. I want to give double honors to my apostles at Great Millstone who taught me this truth, and a sincere Shalom to elect out there teaching His truth in all honesty and sincerity in these last days. Okay, and this is going to be a real quick video. Okay. The situation in Iran is getting pretty crazy, and the whole world is watching, and they want America. Well, they don't want America, but there's many people who want America to take action. Okay, and it's looking like Trump could take action very soon. But basically, this whole situation just shows that we're near the end times, man, because the Lord said that that there will be uproars of the people, okay? And you have this going on in France as well. We've heard about all the protests and everything going on in the UK, okay? And over here in America, man, they had the No Kings protests. They had the what was it? All these ICE protests going on, and things are getting dicey in these protests, man. People ain't just standing still no more. Okay, they're doing a little bit more than marching. Okay, and France, I don't know if I mentioned it earlier, but France pretty much dissolved their entire government, man. Okay. So things are getting very serious around the world. Alright? Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai is stirring things up, man. Okay? And it's not because you got a lot of these Christians that think that the Lord is for the people. I seen this one comment. It was hilarious, man. It was this woman praying for Jesus to bring freedom to Iran and to send the U.S. military in there to bring freedom to Iran and the Iranian people. The Lord does not want fucking freedom, man. You Christians are out of your mind, man. Okay? The Lord does not want people to be free. Especially no fucking heathens, man. You do not understand what the will of the Lord is. Okay? You do not understand what the will of the Lord is, man. The Lord does not want freedom throughout all the planet Earth, man. Because when we're in rulership, we're going to have these nations under very tight subjection, man. Okay? Very tight subjection. Even after they serve their punishments. Okay? And their sentences, man. Okay? These people are nuts, man. Oh, Jesus wants freedom and democracy. No, he doesn't. Okay, maybe your Jesus does. Okay. I mean, Yahweh Shai, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, said in actually, let me get that. Luke, was it 19 and 27? This is Luke 19 and 27. So this is so much for freedom, right? Freedom and democracy, right? And free will, right? Luke 19 and 27. But those my enemies, and it's in red letter. So you Christians would say that this is Jesus speaking. Okay? But those mine enemies, which would not that I should reign over them, bring hither and slay them before me. Oh, man, let me read it in the NLT. And as for those enemies of mine who didn't want me to be their king, bring them in and execute them right here in front of me. So So look, I mean, these are heathens that believe in a different God, man. Okay, they, you know, ridiculous, ridiculous. Oh, Jesus, free those Iranian people. They're so oppressed. Well, they should be. Uh, Now I put this in Chat GPT because every news station has a different number. All right. It says, "What is the Iran death count?" And it says, "Here's the most current verified information on the death toll in Iran as of January 15th, 2026, based on multiple reliable news and reporting sources." Okay, reported death toll from nationwide protests and government crackdown. Again, Trump is hinting that he could go in there, man. That's really what we're excited about. Okay? That's really what we're excited about, okay? Trump going in there. Official and reliable estimates as of mid-January 2026. At least 2,570 to 2,600 deaths reported by the human rights activist news agency, including protesters and some security forces. At least 2,586 deaths reported by Associated Press, linked sources in the current crackdown. Now, the some of the media that wants to push for the war effort is saying 12 to 20,000, right? You know, as usual, the truth is usually somewhere in the middle, right? Higher estimates from human rights groups, 3,400 plus deaths reported by Iran Human Rights based on hospital morgue data with Iran. Various activist reports suggest the total death count could be in the thousands, but precise verification is difficult due to internet blackouts and restricted reporting. Now keep in mind, man, right? They cut the internet. They're shutting power off to certain areas. Okay? So, you people here in America, man, you think that you're going to topple this government, right? If you decide to do an uprising or whatever, all they would have to do is cut the internet and the power off. And it would be it, man. You know? And you Americans, you're not going to... Okay? Well, hey, they cut the internet off. There's no information getting out. Nobody really knows what's going on. They cut the internet off, right? People can't use the internet to organize, you know, and people in America aren't sociable like people in Iran. Okay, they depend on people in America depend on technology, man. You're not gonna organize some revolt, okay? Unverified and local media claims. Some outlets and inside sources cite estimates of 12,000 or even up to 20,000 deaths, but these figures are not independently confirmed and vary widely. Okay, those are the ones that are pushing an agenda. And it says why the numbers vary. Communication restrictions. Iran has imposed internet and phone blackouts, limiting independent verification. Different counting methods. Some figures include only verified deaths. Others include unconfirmed reports or morgue overloads. Official government statements claim significantly lower numbers than human rights organizations. Okay. Now, let's get some... and this was just supposedly over 2 days that they killed these thousands of people, man. Okay, but hey, you know, there's going to be uproars of the people. Similar things going on in France, maybe not as barbaric. Okay, certain things are going on in the UK and America. We're seeing widespread ICE protests. You know, the people are upset, man. People are upset. Okay, and we're not saying that we're on the side of these people either, man. But hey, the scriptures say when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn. Okay, because this is not how people are supposed to be living. Okay, This is not how people are supposed to be living, man. You know? This is 2nd Ezra 9:1. He answered me then and said, Measure thou the time diligently in itself. And there are a lot of Israelite groups that are not measuring the time diligently, man. They're not measuring they're not making the perfect or the appropriate measurements of what time we're living in. You know, they're acting like the Lord is gonna come when their grandkids and great grandkids are here on the planet Earth, man. Or great grandkids. They're delaying the Lord's coming, man. Okay? They're not tuned in to what's going on. They want to sit there and do this back and forth bullshit, and they act like we're going to be teaching on YouTube forever. Okay? You know? Us brothers at Great Millstone, you know, and I'm not trying to speak for the whole, all of Great Millstone, but man, I know I'm fucking sick of this shit, man. I'm sick of this shit, man. I wanted the Lord to come back yesterday. Okay? I mean, what the... are you not kingdom-minded? Do you not want the kingdom? Okay, you got Israelites buying land and building communities and all kinds of bullshit and having marriages and all... You know? Doing these stupid debates. Okay? Building Hebrew Israelite enterprises here in Babylon, man. And the enemy's territory. Do you not see what is going on around the world, man? Do you not understand the time that we are in? They're not measuring the time diligently in itself, man. And the Lord is really going to shake you guys up when the time comes, man. All right? And when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. And they don't understand that the Lord is working right now, man. You know? They really don't get it. But really, it's kind of scary on their end, because the Lord has blinded them, man. You know? That's why you gotta fear the Lord, man. Because if you get blinded, whew, you know, you could think that the Lord can deceive you. The Lord can deceive you and make you think that you're doing the right thing, man. He can fill you with so much pride that he can make you think that you're doing the right thing, man. But really, you just walk into your own destruction. That's why we have to fear Yahweh B'Hashem Yahweh Shai, okay? Verse 3. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, and there's uproars of the people in the world right now, man. You know? Significant uproars. And usually when these uproars start, they spread to other countries, man. I mean, who knows where else it's going to be next, man? You know? Is it going to be India? Is it going to be China? Okay? Is it going to be Germany or whatever? You know, we don't know. Okay? A lot of these uproars are starting around the world, man. And they've been going on for a few years now, some of these uproars, man, like in France. Okay? Then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. For like as all that is made in the world hath the beginning and an end, and the end is manifest. Okay, the end is manifest, man. You know, we're getting towards the end of this devil's kingdom, man. Okay? And we can see it. We can feel it, man. We can feel it, man. If you don't feel the things that are going on right now, then the Lord is just simply not working with you. There's really no better way to put it, really. I mean, yeah, there could be better ways to put it, but it's nice and simple. It's a nice, simple explanation, man. It's a nice, simple explanation, man. All right? If you don't feel that the Lord is working right now here on the planet Earth, then I mean, then you just don't know what you're involved in, man. You know, you really just don't know or understand what you're involved in, man. You're kind of like spiritually zombified. Okay, guys are fucking spiritually zombified, man. What is it, Isaiah 42 and 9? This is Isaiah 42 and 9. Behold, the former things are come to pass, and new things do I declare before they spring forth. I tell you of them. Okay, and we're supposed to be occupied in prophecies, man. That's in the scriptures. I believe it's Sirach 39. It might be 38. Don't quote me on it. I know it's one of them two chapters, man. Alright? We're supposed to be occupied in prophecies right now, man. If we're doing the right thing, we will be occupied in occupied in prophecies, man. Okay? Yahushai talked about seeking first the kingdom of heaven, man. Then all these things shall be added unto you. You guys are seeking all those other things first before you're seeking the kingdom of heaven, man. You know? And what are you guys doing, man? These are the things that are written in the scriptures going on right now. Okay? If America goes into Iran, man, who knows what could happen next, you know? It could be all out war. Matthew 24 and 2. And Yahushua said unto them, see ye not all these things? Verily I say unto you, there shall not be left here one stone upon another that shall not be thrown down. Okay? And everything is gonna be flipped upside down, man, during these last days. Okay? And that situation with Iran is an example of that, man. Okay? Now this is Matthew 24 and 6. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled. Okay? We're not supposed to be troubled, man, when we see these things. Okay? We're kind of like spiritual reporters, man. We don't share a bias with any of this shit, man. We don't let it get to us, okay? We really don't care what goes on in those nations, man. We don't have a dog in the fight. See, people that are of the world, when they see things like that going on in the world, they get all upset, man, because they're of the world, okay? And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places. All these are the beginning of sorrows. Okay, and we're in the time of the beginning of sorrows, man. And we're constantly hearing of wars, of rumors of wars, of uprisings of the people. You know, because I like to pair those things together, man. Because usually when you got a lot of wars going on, or wars about to happen, you have you know massive protests, things like that. Okay, but we're in a situation now where an uproar of the people can bring about a war. You know, and we get this in Luke 21. Because a lot of our people, man, there's a lot of the, well, hey, Israelites, first and foremost, right? A lot of them are in the peace and safety mindset, man. They don't understand what's going on. Okay? This is Luke 21:9. But when ye shall hear of wars and commotions, be not terrified, for these things must first come to pass, and the end is not by and by. Now let me read it in the NLT. Okay? Because we bring that out in Luke 21, but the NLT actually says it better, I think. Okay? Luke 21 and 9, Slakia. And when you hear of wars and insurrections, what's going on with Iran right now is an insurrection. What was going on with France when they dissolved the government, right? And they had all them riots and shit. That was an insurrection. Okay, the scriptures talk about that there shall be sedition among men. Okay, and that they shall not regard their kings nor princes. Okay? People are tired of being told what to do by these elites, man. Lord is putting that spirit on them to be fed up, man. The slaves are fed up. And people don't understand that, man. The slaves are fed up, right? It's not just Jake that's fed up. Hey, I'll say this. You average everyday 9 to 5 Edomites. You're slaves in your own kingdom, man. Okay? Just being straight up. If you happen to be a so-called white man that is an Edomite, okay, because you have some people who look like so-called white people, but they're really Jakes, okay, really Israelites. But if, you got Edomites and that are you 9 to 5 slaves, man. You're still a fucking slave, right, in your own kingdom. That's something else, man, being a slave in your own kingdom. Oh boy. The majority of you Edomites are slaves in your own kingdom, man. Okay? That's what kind of fucked up chain of command and rulership that you got, man. That's what kind of fucked up chain of command you got. Okay? But anyways, back in Luke 21:9, and when you hear of wars and insurrections, don't panic. Yes, these things must take place first, but the end won't follow immediately. Okay, so these things have to take place first, man. Before World War III, before the MOTB, okay, before the hour of temptation. Okay? So with that, I hope y'all were edified and informed. Until next time, shalom.